Hello my friends, my name is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to episode 20 of Let's Talk Gaming. Hello and welcome, I hope you're having a fantastic minute, hours, weeklies, monthlies, yearlies, bazillion yearlies, and everything else you can hope to think of time-wise, I guess. Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Gaming, and in today's episode we shall be talking about strategy games. But in particular, we're going to be talking about one, and that is Crusader Kings 3. It's a game that I've started to play in recently. You may have seen that on the channel. We have a Let's Play at the moment, which is taken from my Twitch streams. You can check out the Twitch streams in the link down below if you haven't already. It's Draganda_of_Wales. It's a Twitch channel which me and my wife Panda both share, and we both play different games via PlayStation or PC, strategy or roleplay or Apex, and just loads of different things like that. It's usually just a chill experience, so make sure to go and check that out if you haven't. But I've always loved strategy games. I have a long history with strategy games, going way back to the early days of Total War, when I used to play Rome Total War, and the expansions for that, to Medieval 2, and the expansions for that, to Empire Total War, Napoleon Total War, Shogun 2, Rome 2, unfortunately, and all the other games came after that. And I've also played other games like the Civilization games. I've played Civilization 5 and 6. I've played a little bit of XCOM. I have played Mount and Blade, which is more of an RPG, but it does have strategy elements to it as well. I recently got Stellaris, although I haven't played it yet. I had it for free. It was in the Amazon Prime monthly loot thing that you can get, so I've got that, but I haven't played it yet, so I will probably give that a go at some point. But the game I'm going to talk about today is Crusader Kings. Now, I played Crusader Kings 2 a little bit, and when I say a little bit, I mean literally 30 to 40 hours probably, and the majority of that time, I would say probably a good 80 to 90% of it was on the Game of Thrones mod, because do I say I was or I am? I was basically a Game of Thrones fan. I still am to an extent, but obviously the way the series ended and everything is just awful. It still hurts. I'm almost ashamed to say that I enjoyed Game of Thrones. Formerly, I used to be somebody who used to collect all like the merchandise and the mugs and everything, and now I'm just like, oh, I hate Game of Thrones. Even though I've got like some pop vinyls of Game of Thrones behind me, I'm just like, oh, it's almost like not cool to be a fan of Game of Thrones anymore. But back in the day, before the final season of Game of Thrones, I was super into Game of Thrones, and I was playing the mod and enjoying it. Although I struggled big time playing Crusader Kings 2, I found the experience quite overwhelming. Grand strategy games like Paradox do, I'm not really used to. When I say I'm a strategy gamer, I'm more of a simplistic strategy gamer. So I play a lot of games like, like I said, Total War, XCOM 2, those type of things where they're a bit easier to kind of follow and understand things. With Total War, for example, you're controlling large armies. You know that what you do in the campaign map has a bearing on what can happen on the battlefield, but ultimately it's like two separate things where you've got your campaign where you can do diplomacy and get trade agreements and stuff, and you've got your battle where you take archers or cavalry or spearmen and things like that. I'm trying to work out what's going to be effective, etc. Now, with Crusader Kings and with Paradox games in general, their grand strategies was all on a big campaign map, and it can be quite, like I said, overwhelming at first when you play them. And I was when I played CK2, but I played CK3 when it came out in 2020. I think it was like August or September 2020. It was roughly around the time when I was finishing up streaming on YouTube and going to Twitch. I actually think I may have streamed a CK3 stream on Twitch when I first started as well, I think. But anyway, I played it, and I played the tutorial where you start off in Ireland, and I got to grips with it a little bit, and then I kind of gave up on it. I played about 15 hours and I just stopped playing. I just literally like, nah, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it or not. And then other games come out, and I played other stuff, and things happen, and 2 years later, all of a sudden I get a random itch one day to go, you own CK3, you should give that a go sometime. And that's exactly what I did. I've still had it installed and everything. There's been quite a few updates and stuff to the game since I last played it, but I've been watching Lionheart stream. I say stream it, they are VODs of his from his previous streams. So I'm currently watching his Cornwall Let's Play that he streamed literally when the game was first released. I think it was the first campaign he ever played of CK3, and he has all of the VODs on his channel. I'm not going to go too much into Lionheart in this video because I did a video especially for him last week, which was pretty cool. Basically, how he streams is it's very easy to digest as live content or as video content afterwards. He does it in such a good way that it doesn't detract too much from the overall experience. So he sort of let's plays it as he's streaming, basically, which is quite good. And I'm learning quite a lot from watching his videos of it, and that's in turn led me to other people as well. So there's a guy called Ottawa Welshman, which is he's like a Canadian dude who has like Welsh heritage, and he does a lot of cool videos on it. And I've just gone into like one person after another person after another person. I'm just watching lots of different people now, just different tips and tricks videos or campaign videos and let's plays, and just really digesting Crusader Kings 3 over the past sort of 2 weeks or so, I'd say. So that's got me into it in a big way. I think I pretty much understand the basics of the game now, and I think you have to sort of play the game a few times and fail a few times to really appreciate it. So I started my own let's play, and I've sort of followed suit with Lionheart, and I've done a Cornwall campaign to begin with, which is why I started streaming last Saturday just gone, and I can tell you now I'm really enjoying it. I had the whole evening to myself. So my wife Panda had a work to do, so she was gone for the evening, and I was thinking, right, I got like 6-7 hours or something to kill before I need to go and pick her up. I'm going to stream, and I'm just going to play a little bit of CK. And my intention was I'd play like 2 hours of CK3, have like an hour's break, and then play like an hour or two of Apex on stream. That was my thing, and be a whole evening of just me playing games and streaming. That didn't happen quite the way I imagined it. Instead, I got lost completely in CK3, and I ended up playing nearly 4 hours on stream of it. And then I sort of looked at the time, and I was like, shit, I gotta go and pick it up. And my eyes are like starting to squint as well. I was just like, ugh. I wasn't feeling too good either. I was actually sick earlier in the day, so I probably shouldn't have streamed, but I'm an idiot at the end of the day. But I enjoyed it. I really got invested. I'm still on my first character as well, and that's the thing as well. I think I got too attached to playing as one character before as well. I think sometimes the charm of the game is when things do go tits up, your character does die or your realm does split, or it's like, oh shit, what am I going to do? And it's the fallout of that, which is so funny. But I'm still on my first character at the moment. I'm not going to spoil too much because I got the VODs on the channel if you want to watch them. And like I said at the start, if you want to go and watch me on Twitch, you'll see exactly what's going on with the campaign there, and you can watch it live and interact with me as well as I'm going along, because I am still learning the game as well, so I will make mistakes and they will be quite funny to watch probably as well. But the game is good. The graphics are really crisp and smooth and are much more of a facelift than the second game. The second game came out a long time ago, so there's no surprise there. There's lots of mods as well that you can get for CK3, so I've got a load of them already. They're all graphical mods that I've got. They're stuff to help like lighting, camera zooms, that kind of thing. One of the mods I got was like an extended banner coat of arms, so I've been able to customize my own coat of arms. I've got like a Dragonheart type thing in there now for my house. And like I said, I'm playing as Cornwall, but I've put my own spin on it. So it's a custom house of House Dragonheart in Cornwall, but the culture's Welsh. So we're actually starting off as a Welsh lord in a Cornish settlement, and you start off with like 2 areas in that settlement, 2 duchies I think, or something like that. So I think it's Devon and Cornwall you start with. So the culture isn't correct, so you have to like change the culture and stuff like that. And then obviously if I conquer Welsh lands, then it's easier because the culture's already there, and the aim is to sort of spread Welsh culture from a Cornish Welsh pasty is what I'm calling it, because why not, you know. But I'm having great fun, and it's the first time in a while that I've played a strategy game that I've got my teeth into and gone, I'm really enjoying this. And I said this to my wife, Panda, on Sunday after the day after I picked her up from work, and I told her that I'd been streaming and everything. And she said, "Oh, you streamed for like 4 hours?" I was like, "Yeah, I did. It was really good." And I said to her, "It's like the first time in a long time I've been able to appreciate a strategy game a lot and just really enjoy it." And I said to her, it's testament to the fact I lost track of time. Like, that hasn't happened in a strategy game for me in a long time. So I'm super, super thrilled with that. Going forward, I'm going to be playing a lot more of Crusader Kings 3. I have lots of cool ideas. It's the thing, my brain it just explodes with ideas of different lords I can play as, different mods. I know there's a Roman mod. I think it's like the Fall of Rome or something it's called, or the Fallen Eagle of Rome or something, where you've got like the Western Roman Empire, and the date starts in like the year 300 something, just before like the fall of the Western Roman Empire and everything. So that's really cool. I'd love to play in that kind of era and with a custom start date and stuff. I think that'd be interesting to play as. So that's something I might do. And yeah, I want to play as like some African tribes. I want to play in like Eastern Europe. I want to play in India. I've got the bug to play more of it, and that's really, really nice to say that I have a strategy game that I want to play. And I feel like for many years, especially with the way that Total War has been from its I say yearly, nearly yearly or bi-yearly releases at this point of Total War games, that I don't have that feeling for that franchise anymore. But it's nice that I've got that strategy kind of feeling back a little bit. I know Paradox Games isn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I know there's a lot of issues there as well, but it's nice for me just to find a game that I can go, yeah, this game's actually quite enjoyable. And I want to play multiplayer. I want to know if you guys play this game and if you want to play it with me, because it'd be cool to play a multiplayer campaign in this game. I think that'd be amazing. And yeah, we'll go from there. Anyway, guys, I've been Dragonheart. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.